What is up, guys? I know I haven't made content in a little bit. Pokemon has been a little stale for me. I don't really have any interest in playing that much, to be honest. I've been working on other aspects of my life, like the gym and other things. But today we're here for the OmniPoke Organized Play League, the OPOP League, set up by Jack and Joe of OmniPoke. These guys did an amazing job. There's 20 teams, I believe. Um, you guys can follow along with all the fixtures, all the matches. There's going to be home and away. This week I'm away. I'm up against Jack of OmniPoke. So the rules are pretty simple. We're going to have a best of 3 conquest. We both brought 3 decks. So we can alternate between our 3 decks. Um, but if when a deck wins, we can no longer use it. But we play a best of 3. So loser of game 1 does get to pick. Loser of game 2 does get to pick who goes first. But we can't play a deck after we've lost. So the 3 decks I brought for this week were ADP, Eternatus, and Mewtwo. If you guys know, Mewtwo's always been like a favorite deck of mine since the day it came out, pretty much. I didn't play it for Worlds, but after that, I pretty much like hunkered down, said this deck is insane. Let's work on it. Let's play it. Let's do it. So the Mewtwo is my like go-to, probably lead off. And then between ADP and Eternatus, they both seem like really strong decks. As far as ADP goes, I decided to opt for a catcher build as opposed to hammers that a lot of people are playing because I think hammers is a little degenerate. And I think getting catcher flips to get a little bit lucky is enough to end the game. Mawile kind of helps me seal the deal there. Now, this Eternatus list was one that Will Jenkins and I talked about. I thought it looked pretty fun to cheese a game or two with the Crushing Hammers. I know Crushing Hammers isn't like an ideal card in the deck, but with all things considered, it looked pretty fun, and it looked like I could make this work with a more disruption angle and go for like a power accelerator route to kind of set up and get going. And then my Mewtwo list, you guys have seen it. I put a video out on this one a while ago. It's very straightforward, nothing too creative about it. The only bad matchup is probably Dragapult for us with this deck. It's really scary, and it looks like we are off to the races. I'm gonna lead off with Mewtwo because I think that's the correct move. Jack is leading off with I have no clue. I'm not entirely sure if the rules cover that we have to share decks, but I think after we win, we just can't use it again. So I think everything else is hidden information. So that's super important to note. This is a pretty okay opening. Oh no. So Jack tuned into me with a theme deck. So week 1, we got some shenanigans already afoot. Um, it's going. You guys can while Jack is kind of readying up once again. You guys can see all the other fixtures. There's a lot of other people: Azul GG, Flex Daddy Righteous, Joe OmniPoke, Aura Bomb, Little Dark Fury, Celio's Network. A lot of these other content creators are in the pool. So a lot of these guys will continue to impress us as we go. All right, this start is way worse. I can still go for a horror house on my turn. I probably lead with this, so I can quick ball the fire, get the Mewtwo, attach to the Mewtwo, Hearth, charm the Mewtwo, and then Dedenne. Crobat. Looks like our opponent is going to be leading off with an Eternatus deck. Maybe, actually. Crobat could literally mean anything, because it is probably like a one of in almost every deck at this point in time. So we'll see how the cookie crumbles on this end. Jack has no idea what I'm playing. He probably can surmise that I'm playing Mewtwo. Opening this, if it is Eternatus, is a really, really bad opener. All things considered, Gengar is probably my worst opener if he is playing Eternatus. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, that he isn't. But yeah. Also important to note, if I do lose with Mewtwo, I'm not locked into playing Mewtwo once again. I am simply allowed to switch between my options, but whoever wins this match will no longer have to play with that deck. A Cherish Ball coming out, which means it's signaling he's probably playing ADP because Eternatus doesn't play Cherish Ball. He's probably playing ADP if Cherish Ball is still being played, or he's playing Mewtwo himself. Which are both like completely okay matchups, I think. Not being able to go first is a little bit of a doozy, but if we can match the pressure by getting a 3 energy Mewtwo into a GX after he 300 to follow up his GX, I put myself in a really excellent spot as long as he misses the boss's order the following turn. That's pretty much how the match plays out. The turn after he GXs, can I GX and knock out his ADP? And then after that, can he find a boss to accelerate the pace of the game? If he can't find a boss's orders, then I can pretty much just run through his lineup. Yeah, because I unfortunately will be having to bench Dedennes as I go throughout the game. So it's like Jack's taking a second to look through his prize cards. In the meantime, I can talk about the rest of the content creators. Let me pull up the fixture. Dedenne, okay. Let me pull up the fixture list. We have very established creators like Flex Daddy Righteous, Andrew Mahone, Tricky Jim. It does look like it's an ADP. 2 saucers are down. That's really good for us. iCaterpie, Alessandro's a really good player. Fish Knuckles is in this. Plus Power is also a part of this. Rare Candy, Eric Smith is playing. Hot Chalk PTCG. Purple Cliff, a really good friend of mine and a good content creator. Tablemon, Pablo is playing as well. Zapdos TCG. Trainer Chip, Disableize. We have a lot of like star-studded names. And I really commend Jack and Joe for putting this whole thing together in an effort to kind of keep the season alive. Because as of now, we're not having events until the end of 2020. It's really depressing for a lot of people, myself included. I've taken a pretty hard mental hit from all of this. And I want nothing more to go back to playing tournaments with everybody, if I can. Okay, so this worked out nice swimmingly. So let's start with the gear. Welder. I did hit the welder. So we don't actually need the charm. So I can just do this. I can do this. Okay, let's check. We got Muck. We have Reshi Zard. We do have Family Zard. We have, looks like a lot of our pieces here. We have 2 stamps. We're okay. We have 3 of our 4 switches. Okay, looks like a lot of our pieces are here. Let's go ahead and do this. You might wonder why I geared first instead of quickballing. I was going to get the Mewtwo anyway, so that is a little bit of a mistake on my end. It's been a while since I played Pokemon. I'm a little rusty. No excuses, however. I'm going to Cherish. I don't want to put both of these down, unfortunately, because I just don't want to give him that option to gust 2 things up and end the game. So we're just going to Dedenne for now. I will probably have to put another Dedenne down, but for now, getting a switch is probably really good. What can I use, though, if I do it this way? I can go ahead and Severe Poison if I Quick Ball this away, or I can Crushing Punch if I do that. Either way, I want to switch out of the active, right? So we're going to go ahead and now think about our follow-up move. All options kind of blow. So I think Crushing Punch is our best attack for 3. And I think we always grab the Mewtwo here, because worst case I can just pitch it. I'm going to go ahead and not bench the Jirachi. And we're going to go ahead and Crushing Punch. Now this sets us up for a follow-up snipe on the Crobat if I need it to be. The Zigzagoon in the deck does get me there also with the 170, but getting damage onto the board is no small feat, and he can't really attack us this turn. Unfortunately, with Mewtwo losing Turbo Strike and stuff like that, I don't have a great attack that kind of... Okay, so this opening this guy really does hurt. If that's a... I don't think that's a supporter. Okay, there is. He top decked the Eldegoss, I'm pretty sure. Or he had it last turn. He was just waiting to hold the entire hand with the Great Catcher, which is also good on Jack's part. But he is down 2 saucers, so that's really important to note. So more likely than not, if I knock this ADP out, he gets put into a situation where he can only power up 1 Zacian quickly. If that makes sense. Because he'll have 2 saucers gone, so he could... There's no actual... If I kill this, there's no actual threat of me dying coming into my turn, once again. Oricorio. Oh, what an interesting card from Joe. It looks like he does plan on, like, his entire bench is support Pokemon, which is a little whack, honestly. Um, Not the greatest top deck, but we're going to go ahead and just pitch this hand. We're going to have to look for a switch here. There it is, literally like one of the first cards. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. We'll do this. Make sure Family Zard is 300, yeah. Benching Mewtwo would have been okay here. My hand is now pretty bad. The 3 prizes here are pretty much all I want to do. So let's go ahead and just do this. Attach. And let's go ahead and Flare Blitz for the knockout. Now Jack is in like a super... Dude, I priced 2 welders. Holy shit, I didn't even realize that. Wow, I got pretty lucky then on turn 1 actually to hit the gear. I literally didn't even realize that. That's wow. Okay. So prizing 2 welders is pretty important. But we have the follow-up in hand. If he doesn't power up the Zacian this turn, then I do have the knockout on the Zacian with the boss in my hand. Well, I don't have the knockout per se actually, because I don't have Reshizard in discard. So that's one E-switch. It's important to note that I like pay attention to what's in Jack's deck in this game, because he could bring this back next round, if that makes sense. So follow-up Zacian coming. He's Dance of Tributing. Dance of Tribute also like weirdly helps me because I do have the option to Poltergeist. Granted, I don't think he would keep a hand with 5 items because he has Hearth to get rid of stuff. But considering he's playing stuff like E-Switch, maybe he's playing a little bit of more degenerate version. Okay, so 1 saucer there. So if he hits the 2nd saucer attachment, then I'm in trouble. But maybe he just goes Intrepid with this one, putting me in a pretty good spot. Yeah, it looks like he's kind of stuck here. I unfortunately do not have an attacker that can punish this right now. The 230 from Reshizard, if I can... I literally need to top deck a Cherish Ball or a Quick Ball, and I'm super okay. So I have 5 ball outs. I don't remember what's prized. And I have the Zard itself, so I have 6 outs off the top of my deck. A switch. That's not the out we're looking for. I can Welder here. I don't want to, though. This is so weird. I don't like any of my options. I mean, I guess we'll Hearth the Hearth. Get 2 fires. And we'll go ahead and just Welder 1 to the rat. I don't like this. This hand just got really scary, actually. I don't get knocked by anything, I think, unless he plays like Ziggies and stuff. So maybe I just go for a Poison Plate so I don't open up that bench spot. But is that too greedy? Because if he just plays a switch and gets out of the Poison play, then I've really just like screwed myself. I've like really screwed up if that happens. But I don't even have an attack that can KO. So maybe I just have to... We're going to Poltergeist. I want to see what's in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I got the knockout. I'm not going to play greedy. I'm not going to play greedy and try to make a big brand play. I'm giving him the extra 3 cards. I don't mind it. I'm probably going to get stamped to 1. All things considered, but if my active doesn't get knocked out, I can kind of nag GX, I guess. So he does have a boss, but now he has to think about, does he go for the knock here or go for the boss? He gets the 3 free cards too, which is good. Do you think he plays a Zigzagoon though? Would there be a reason to play a Zigzagoon? Mawile. Oh. Oh, that's not good. He's just gonna willy bite me, right? And I'm kind of screwed here. One, two, three, four, five. 160, 170, 200. No, I'm okay. But now my bench is locked. But that also means Mewtwo is chilling on the active. So I have to hope he lives. Wait, this just means I win, right? Unless he plays a Vitality Band. If he plays a cheeky Vitality Band, then the game gets really different. Marnie, so that must mean no stamp. I can Cherish, pitch the Pokemon. Or maybe I have to Cherish for Mewtwo, depending on what my outcome is here. And then I gear first, look for what I can gear for, see if I hit a Welder. If I don't hit a Welder, then I pitch the stamp, take 2 fires, and then I gear again. Or honestly, I can just pitch the stamp off the bat, because I think that's not even worth as a card right now in my deck, or this matchup. So E-Switch goes by, again. I did not see what Jack grabbed. Zacian. Quick Ball once again. He's getting rid of the ADP. Supporter is gone, that is gone. So he's just pitching items to make sure I can't one-shot here. Sorry, I was just checking. I'm still working on the clock. Okay, so 260 comes out, and that should be the game. That's just the game on spot, because I do that as well. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my mouse is like super old now, so I'm like, it's like quadruple clicking. And an Outrage seals the deal. So we take game 1 in the series. So now Jack, I prized 3 Welders. Are you serious? Holy shit, man. Okay. I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that I won that game with 3 Welder prized, or the fact that I didn't realize that I had 3 Welder prized. What the fuck is wrong with me? Holy shit, man. Oh, okay, alright. I mean, like, I won that game, so I mean, Mewtwo's out of the pool. So now I have to run it back. And I think if he's going to bring ADP or something, my best bet is to go Eternatus to try to farm that dub. Looks like he switched deck boxes, so I actually have no clue what it is unless he's big brain mind gaming me. Let me double check that I read the rules correctly. Okay, Jack gets to pick which he goes first or second. That's fine. This hand is super meh. If I can get a switch off into... Okay, so he is bringing... It looks like this is a... It looks like that's Luke Metal. It looks like that's Luke Metal as a deck. Yeah, of course I'll take one. Cool. So I have to be very careful with my energies this game. Do we still play all 3 games if someone wins the first 2? I think we don't. I'm not entirely sure, but I will let Jack figure that out for me. Because if he challenges me a 3rd time, then I'll just queue up with my last deck. Because I think we have points on the table as well for winning a game in a set. Like I think it's 3 points for like a 2-0 win. I think it's like 1 point if you won a match, and it's like 0 if you didn't win any in the set. So it like incentivizes like winning early or whatever. So ideally I hit Eternatus, I switch, I can Power Accelerator, and then I force him into like a super early GX. This is a tough matchup, I think. This is like, like once he GXs, like I don't really know how I kill the first Luke Metal even, to be honest. Okay. So Great Ball. Nice. Great Ball. Unfortunate. Let's attach. Let's switch. Let's Crobat. Nice. I have a perfect hand. I don't even want to Marnie. I'm going to go ahead and just Power Accelerator. Now if he GXs, he takes 30 less. If he goes GX Pan, then I can't kill, I believe. So I go minus 60. I have to do... He'll have 230 left on him. I have to do 290. So that's 2 Zigzagoon pings, full bench, with attachment plus switch. Hammers. Okay, fuck. All of a sudden this game got tremendously hard. That's very, very annoying because he can just GX here. Oh, he has Zamazenta. This one's probably a wrap. Um, all things considered, I probably walked face first into this matchup. That's just bad for me. Let's go this. I mean, I have Sableye. I think he has a Mallow and Lana in hand. Let's double check energy real quick. 5. Okay, that's really unfortunate. That's not enough energy to close out this game, I think. I have my hammers too, actually, so we'll just do that. Drill. I don't want these actually. Because if I take something and fill my bench here, it's just like, I don't know, it's a weird situation. So we'll attach here. And pass. I have to hammer off the Zamazenta as much as I can. That's like my literal best shot at winning this game. I have 4 energy left. I need to just go. I think go. So like this hand, even though it's like gonna suck discarding 2 bosses orders, I just have to do it. And try to get the knock next turn on this thing. Because he's GX minus 30. So I still have to do 260. That's full bench. But if he starts committing to this guy on the bench, he's just going to trap it. Okay. Jack's hand is pretty bad then. I think he has a Mallow and Lana. So I would have Mallow and Lana if I was him. But I don't think he actually does now that I think about it. Because I would have just done it if I had it. Okay, he got an energy. Ordinary Rod. Let's do both. And we get our 2 energy back. So now we're back up to 6 in deck. And I mean, I hate these bosses' orders, so there's no orders happening today. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Let's figure this out. Let's ping. 230, 260, 250. There. Hammer. On the back. Attach. Hoopa. Eternatus. Crobat for 5. There we go. That's a switch. Dread End. Taking the knock. I get 3. The Zamazenta is not powered up, which is like good right now for me. But he's going to put it in the active and I can't do anything about it, which kind of blows also. I mean, I have to Hoopa. But like, I'm down 2 switch already. So like, and I think I have 1 boss left in the entire deck. So this is a really bad situation for me. I think Jack's not going to be dumb enough to bench extra things. Maybe he's just going to try to go lone Zamazenta on me now. It's just V maxes, right? Yeah, so I can maybe power this guy up. Poison, would that help? Would that put poison help here? I need to put my attachments somewhere. This sucks. I don't want to put 4 here for that. This is good, but I need to be able to move freely to make that happen. If he just gives me this, then that'd be super nice. Okay. If he switches this into the Zamazenta, then I'm in some trouble because I can't actually kill. Does this prevent me placing damage counters? Okay, yeah, it does. So I need to be able to goggles it. Or drill it, sorry. Boss's orders. Another boss. That's super annoying. He's trying to force another switch out of me. I don't go VMAX anymore, so let's just grab. I do have my last switch. That's reassuring. And I have the drill. Let's go ahead and Great Ball. It's just Marnie. Yeah, I can't discard this hand. I need the boss if I miss here. Okay, this is weird. I hate this hand. Oh, Hammer Tails. Okay. Now we're in some trouble. Like, legitimately in some trouble, I think. Okay, just double checking that everything is okay on this front. Sorry, I am making my plans for my evening workout as well. I gave Jack a new hand, and I put all my supporters in the bottom of my deck that are remaining. So that's super unfortunate. Also, attaching back here instead of up here means that he knows I'm going to be using this in a second. Okay, just taking more cards. I have to... If I can go attach here, I'm not going to top deck the boss. Maybe I should have reset deck with the quick ball. I think maybe I should have reset the deck with the quick ball. Man, one Zamazenta is really putting in some work here. Scrappy. I think I'm going to lose this one. As much as that sucks. I think this one's going to be an L. We move into game 3. He knows he can bench that safely because I'm down 3 boss. So it's not like I can do anything about it, actually. Attaching here, I'm signaling that I might have boss, but I don't. I don't have boss. A Barty, okay. So we should hit some supporters here. Drill switch, okay. Can't drill anything. So if I attacked, I'd be doing 10 damage. So now a Pokemon is pretty good top deck. Because then I can go ahead and poison him. Malonlana, eh? A. Assault Tackle. It's down 2. We're going to go ahead and do the poison play. I'm just trying to put damage counters on it for Sableye, but I know he grabbed the Malon Lana, so I kind of have to force his hand. Because the longer I sit here and don't do anything, I'll lose. I'm trying to think what I can do here. It's tough, guys. This one's tough. I think this one's an L. This CS game in particular. Jack is taking a second, so I think he's trying to see if I'm baiting him into the Malon Lana. Or maybe he's missing a switch follow-up. Oh no, he's just going to wait an extra turn to do it. The Malon Lana play. He's trying to evaluate the threat that I pose. Let's just go ahead and do this. I'm just giving him the access to the Malon Lana this turn. I'm just going to do it. And if he doesn't have the switch, that guy's stuck in the active, sadly. But, yeah. I think that's what he wanted from me anyway. Yeah, he's got the switch, he's got the goggles, he's got a perfect hand. I am in so much trouble. Feed him Ziggy. Research. Do I have enough to close this one out? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do not. Fuck. Okay. I'm out. I'm out of energies, guys. I actually am just out. Oh, if he hits this, I just lose. Yeah. Oof. That's tough. That's tough, actually. What can I even do here? I mean, my play is boss next turn to grab this. But then where do I go from there? Oh, I can't even kill with boss unless I quick ball with the quick ball for the goon. And at that point, I'm going down to one card in deck, so I need to top deck the goon. I can just Crobat for nothing. Yeah, there we go. Oh. GG. I'll go first. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna concede that one. I don't think we can win that one. That matchup is super, super hard. So I can still use both Eternatus and ADP, but I don't know what Jack's third deck is. So am I gambling that he'll bring ADP again? I'm gonna go ahead and run ADP because it is technically the most broken deck. So it looks like we're going up on a game 3 ADP mirror. I get to lead, so I can potentially get the first GX attack off, but this is just gonna be a game of boss. Oh man, this is so unfortunate. Ugh, Jesus Christ. I need a top deck Cherish Ball right here. Oh boy. That is rough for me. That's a switch going to be gone too if I do this play. I mean, I have E switches, so theoretically it's not the worst in the world because I can just air balloon active, pitch the whole hand. But I have one more water in deck. And I gotta find that. Zigzagoon and Chaotic as well. This is interesting. Is he actually just playing ADP again, or what are we doing? Oh, Frostmoth, Mimikyu. Oh no, what am I in for? I think he's playing Moistoise. I think Jack's third deck is Moistoise. So I think he's gotta get the Mewtwo engine running, chugging here, so he can start getting me. So Jack's deck choices were pretty good into ours actually, but I think I'm very predictable when it comes to deck choices, especially since I haven't played Pokemon in that long. But man, this is wild. Okay. Two balls are gone though. I mean, my play every time is to just pitch my hand. So unless I top deck an ADP, in which case I can go attach the water to the ADP and then pitch my hand. So that's where the game really changes. Inteleon. Okay, he's not playing Moistoise. He's literally just playing Inteleon. Man, losing these two switches actually hurts because he can start bouncing energy back into my hand. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Quick Ball is good here. Let's grab ADP. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's go. E-switch necessary. And we got it. And we'll go ahead and retreat. We'll go ahead and GX. So now if he doesn't knock my active, or not knock my active, he can't knock my active. But if he doesn't put the energy back into my hand, I can get the boss plus Ultimate Ray on the Frostmoth, take two prizes, set up a Zacian, and look for a follow-up boss play. Like, this deck is stupid, man. Like, boss. Like, that's my entire game plan. I'm not really doing anything else. Crobat. Okay, so he's given me two boss targets to actually just end the game if I wanted to. So if he doesn't get the bullet snipe, put the attack back into my hand this turn, I'm super okay with the boss. But I can also go burn this, attach here, or attach the energy I get, put back on top, Crobat, try to dig for another E-switch, and look to do the same play anyway. And if I miss, I just Intrepid, and then I can just set up. His damage output is like incredibly low without having to use the 160, but he won't be using the 160 here because he needs to stall me. So Ice Dance. I can't kill that. Can he move from the active spot is the real question here. Can he move? Okay. Switch. 0 card hand. Okay, he 100% Hydro Snipes me. Nope, he's just max building. Very aggressive strategy. It actually would not have paid off whatsoever for him. We're going to go ahead and just do this. Burn this. Draw 3. And then we're going to go ahead and do what ADP does best. Ultimate Ray. He's got to look for the max bullet here, but if he does, I have the boss in hand already. He has a 0 card hand. He needs to top deck like a Marnie here. Don't get me wrong, it was a pretty perfect hand. It's just it's a 0 card hand. That's what he has now. I'm never chasing the max bullet, and that's the game. GG's to Jack. Very like quick, very quick paced game. I'm not entirely sure what else he could have done differently. Um, I'm not sure what I could have done differently because I missed the turn one attachment. But I'm playing a deck that just relies on bossing like twice and then I win the game. So that'll do it. I think that's our 3 games. Best of 3. I take the set 2-1. I'll have the video up shortly. The OPOP League doesn't require us to play on a set schedule or publishing schedule or whatever, but I hope you guys enjoy the content that's coming out. It gives me a chance to put out weekly content that I otherwise wouldn't have a chance to do. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys have a ton of fun watching it. Go over to Jack and Joe's channel, OmniPoke. Give them a huge shout out. Give them a huge thank you. They've been doing really amazing work with this. Like right now, there's nothing to play for in the TCG season. If you're playing the online tournaments like the Hagsters, the Perfection tournaments on the weekends and stuff like that, like the Pokeax stuff, like you guys are awesome for keeping the community alive. I know I'm not the biggest proponent in doing everything right now because my personal life is really messy right now. My grandmother is not doing super hot, and I'm going through mentally adjusting myself to working out. So with COVID and everything, I've been taking a little bit of beating, but hopefully you guys can enjoy the content, and hopefully I can continue to win and make the playoffs or whatever. We have, at the very least, avoid relegation. So that is our week 1 decks. I'm probably never going to return this again. This deck kind of blows. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everything. I will have my video up soon, and see you guys on a week-to-week basis.